Lawmakers in Columbia wrapped up another busy week of committee work with updates on alcohol server training requirements, data center regulations, civil liability reform, and several infrastructure proposals. I'm Brittany Burton, and this is Advocacy at Work with Destination North Myrtle Beach. It's Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. We'll start with an important update for many hospitality and tourism businesses. Legislation extending the deadline for required alcohol server training has now passed both chambers of the General Assembly. House Bill 5261 would move the deadline to May 1st, 2026, giving restaurants, bars, and other businesses that serve alcohol additional time to ensure their staff complete the required certification. As of the time of this recording, this extension legislation is awaiting the governor's signature. Be sure to check the email that accompanied this video for the most current update. And regardless of the extension, businesses should continue working to ensure employees complete the required training. Another issue we're watching this week is tax conformity. Each year, lawmakers typically pass a conformity bill to align South Carolina's tax code with recent changes at the federal level. Because state taxes are tied to federal deductions and definitions, that update helps keep things consistent for taxpayers and accountants. But this year, the conversation is tied closely to H 4216, the major income tax reform bill moving through the legislature. Since that bill would significantly change how South Carolina's income tax system works, lawmakers have been hesitant to pass a costly conformity bill before the final details of H 4216 are settled. This week, the House Ways and Means Committee moved forward with a plan to conform the tax code for 1 year only. Lawmakers plan to take up that conformity bill after finishing work on the state budget. Both the conformity legislation and H 4216 will be key issues to watch as session continues. Lawmakers are also beginning to address the rapid expansion of data centers across South Carolina. During a Senate subcommittee hearing this past week, legislators discussed Senate Bill 867, which seeks to establish a regulatory framework for data center development in the state. Supporters pointed to the significant economic investment and tax revenue these facilities can generate, while consumer advocates and environmental groups raised concerns about their energy and water demands and whether new infrastructure costs could eventually impact residential ratepayers. The committee plans to hold another hearing focused specifically on energy impacts and infrastructure needs before the legislation moves forward. Another bill advancing this week focuses on civil liability reform. House Bill 4670 addresses what are known as time-limited insurance demands, where plaintiffs set extremely short deadlines for insurers to respond to claims. The bill would require at least 30 days for insurers to review and respond, which supporters say helps prevent unfair legal tactics while still protecting consumers. The bill received a favorable report from the House Tort Reform Ad Hoc Committee. Lawmakers also discussed legislation aimed at helping communities better manage rapid growth. Senate Bill 227 would give local governments additional tools to pause or phase development when infrastructure like roads, water, or sewer systems cannot support additional growth. Ultimately, the subcommittee voted to advance the amended bill to full committee with plans to further refine language. And finally, the Senate Transportation Committee continued work on Senate Bill 831, known as the DOT Modernization Act, which proposes new approaches to delivering major road projects and expanding private sector partnerships. The committee voted the bill out of committee with a favorable report. We'll continue tracking these issues and what they could mean for our community. I'm Brittany Burton, and this has been Advocacy at Work with Destination North Myrtle Beach.